What are you holding on to that is affecting you right now? I have had a big issue. What I had to do was I had to ask myself, what am I holding on to? Why does this bother me so much? Why does this one problem bother me so much? Something that we don't like to do is we don't like to look inside of ourselves. We like to look outside of ourselves for what? Validation, love, and affection. So what was I doing? I was looking outside of myself. I say, what do these girls think of me? What do these people think of me? What does this girl think of me? I've always thought about that. What do these people think of me? Instead of looking inside of myself and searching and validating myself, I was looking for that validation. I was looking for that acceptance from these girls, from these other people. How did this start for me? I looked deep. I realized, what is going on inside of me? What am I holding on to? Let's go back to middle school. Back in middle school, I had a crush on this girl. I guess I told a friend, and then they found out. What happened was that girl said she didn't like me. She didn't like how I looked. She didn't like me. So then what happened? Later in my life, I took that and applied it to every single situation in my life. That was the wrong thing for me to do. I looked outside of people from that point forward for validation and acceptance of myself, because I thought, okay, well, if this girl doesn't like how I look, if this girl didn't like who I was, then nobody likes who I am. Before I was looking for this validation in anybody else, before I had a crush on anybody, I went to sleep and I woke up and I had fun with who? With me, myself. As a child, I would have fun playing video games. I would have fun playing with my friends and have fun art-wise. I would have fun with a lot of different things until I let what? Until I let my external environment affect my internal being, until I let what other people thought of me, until I let what girls think of me affect who I am right now today. What are you holding on to that's affecting who you are right now? Ask yourself, what am I holding on to that's affecting who I am right now? Now, I let this affect who I was later in life in relationships. There was a girl in high school who I had a crush on. I heard that she also had a crush on me. So I was always caring about what people thought, to the point where I didn't address situations myself. I let people address me. I want to be in a relationship with you. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, I was just amazed that somebody liked who I was. I didn't care about anything else. I was just like, oh my God, wow, this person likes me. I got in a relationship with this girl, and she didn't have a phone. She didn't have any way to contact me. So we got in a relationship in December, and then we come back from Christmas break, and I come back, and all of a sudden I hear, hey, did you hear what happened with her? Did you hear what happened? And I'm like, no, I didn't hear what happened, because I had no way to communicate with the girl. All of a sudden, I try to contact her, and she's ignoring me. She's running from me in the hallways, and then I just get told, stay after school. So I stay after school, and she tells me she doesn't want to be with me anymore. And it's because she doesn't like me, and I'm ugly, and she could find better guys. Now, I let this affect who I was. I let this affect who I was. What was I holding on to? A week later, I got in another relationship. Why was this? I had an issue with caring about what people thought of me. I thought if people didn't see me with somebody, if people didn't see me in a relationship, then that meant that I wasn't good enough. I thought that if I didn't have a relationship, if I didn't have somebody by my side, that I wasn't an attractive person, because everybody who was attractive had somebody to be with. Everybody, the jocks in football, the jocks, in high school, if they had a girl by their side, if they had girls attracted to them, if they had people attracted to them, if they had people on them, then that meant that they were good. That meant they were accepted. That meant that they were validated. They were good looking. They were all these things. So I thought if I didn't have that, there was something wrong with me. I was holding on to the fact that I thought there was something wrong with me for not having a girl, for not having somebody accept me. But that was the problem. I accepted me before these other people did. You have to realize that the only person who needs to accept you is you. Why do you care what these people think of you? What are you holding on to that's affecting who you are today? That is something that I let affect who I was today. What do these girls think of me? What do these people think of me? What do I think of me? I have to live with myself every day. You have to live with yourself every day. What are you holding on to that you're letting affect who you are today? Ask yourself that. I guarantee you it'll open a lot of doors. It'll open a lot of doors for you wouldn't even imagine. What are you holding on to that you're letting affect who you are today? Ask yourself that.